Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I promised to do this video just to help clarify some things about Upwork. So if you've been following this channel judiciously, like the way you should be following it, subscribing and turning on your notification, you would notice that I've been doing some videos about Upwork platform, which is a platform that I have been working with for a couple of months now. And guys, I have earned the top rated badge. Story for another video. The purpose of this video is to demystify, is to explain and break down, or rather answer some frequently asked questions that I get about the platform. I'm currently running a training for people that want to learn Upwork strategies, land jobs on Upwork, and learn how to earn from foreign clients, especially those of us in Nigeria. So in the course of putting out my flyers out there, these are the questions that have come across. And just in case you're wondering the same, you've heard about Upwork and you're wondering what is this really all about, and a whole lot of other questions, I hope I get to answer your question. But just in case I don't, please feel free to drop your question in the comment section and drop your comment or whatever it is you want to know about in the comment section. And if you want to know about the training, don't worry, the link will be in the description box. So all you need to do is to click and you join the family and you get the rest of the details. But note, it is a paid training, it is not free. So number one question I was asked, or I have been asked over time, is the random question, or the most tricky question, is Upwork Ponzi scheme or network marketing? It bring one person to bring one person to bring one person? And the answer is no, like a big fat no. Upwork is not a Ponzi scheme. Upwork is not a network marketing platform. Upwork is just a market, a job market that links the clients to the freelancer. In case you don't know what a freelancer is someone that works at the comfort of their homes, at the comfort of their time, for no one in particular. So they are liberty to work at their time, in their space, they work remotely, and so on and so forth. That's the layman definition of who a freelancer is. So yes, Upwork is a platform that brings these clients to the freelancers. So the clients make job postings and the freelancers apply for the jobs, and if they qualify, they get hired and they get paid via Upwork. And Upwork takes a certain commission, and you, the freelancer, get the rest of your payment. Number two question I have gotten in the course of working on Upwork is, how does it work? So in case you're wondering how Upwork works, it is very simple. I love breaking down things, and that's what makes me an awesome coach. Simple. When you have a trade fair, for instance, you have vendors set up their wares in different canopies. Now, the person selling chin chin has chin chin laid out. The person selling organic creams has organic creams laid out. Then the clients, the people, the customers that want to make purchase walk into the trade fair and they come and see your wares all sampled up. And a lot of times, you're not the only one selling chin chin. You're not the only one selling the product you're selling. There are a lot of you. But then, what will make the client stop by at your own very spot? And not just stop, but make a purchase. That is what we do on Upwork. So on Upwork gives you a platform as a vendor. Upwork gives you a platform as a freelancer to come and market your wares. You come and market your wares. How do you market your wares? You have a profile. You create one, which is what we're training for too. You create one, you put a good picture, then you tell the client why they should hire you. What solution are you bringing? What solutions are you going to help them solve? If they employ you, what are you going to help them solve? And that answers the question, how it works. So if the client sees your proposal and they like what you're writing, they like what you're offering them, they like the solution you're bringing to the table, they send you what we call an offer letter, which is a form of contract that binds the client to the freelancer. So usually, until you get a contract, you're not supposed to do any work for any client. So sometimes people get scammed, people get misled and asked to do random tasks. So one of the policies of Upwork is don't do any free job. So those are the things you learn when you enroll in the training, how to identify the right jobs and so on and so forth. Number three question I have gotten, actually got this one this morning. The person asked, I don't have any skill. How can I survive if I enroll or set up a profile on Upwork? But guess what? You have skills that you do not know that you have. The skills that you have, you don't know they're in demand. If you can navigate your Facebook, if you can navigate your comments, if you can create content on YouTube, if you can respond to comments, if you can pick up your phone and respond to phone calls, if you can type, if you can gather data together, if you can do Google search, if you are patient, if you are reliable, those are soft skills. They are technical skills and there are a lot of skills needed. But the truth is, anyone can come on board Upwork and succeed. All you need to do is to know the strategy, give it the time required, and put in the right skill. Now, that you have all the skills that you don't know you have doesn't mean you shouldn't start. All you need to do is brush it up a little bit more, and don't stop brushing just one time. But when you start the process, you realize what this market demands, and if the skill you love to learn about, you can always go and learn about it so you can better deliver to the market demand. Another question I have gotten in the course of this arrangement is people asking whether they can combine working on Upwork with a 9 to 5. And my question is yes. If you can do it, you can do it. If you can do hard things, yes, you can do it. All you need to do is to target your job search to clients that are not in your time zone. What do I mean? If you're in Nigeria, for instance, you can afford to get a client from the United States. That way, towards the evening when you're back from your 9 to 5, after a little bit of rest, which is very important, you can now take up the tasks of the client that he has now landed or given you a job to handle. So what do I mean? In the course of your search, you will not focus on UK clients, because if you do a UK client, that means your morning is their morning, at least for now, and all that. So there might be some time management issues. So you just have to focus on US based clients. Alternatively, there are two types of contracts you can get on Upwork. You can get a fixed contract and you can get an hourly contract. We'll explain more in the course of our training, but it simply means that hourly contracts, you have to track your time. The client needs to know that for every hour you're being paid, you're doing the work required, and that way Upwork has a tracking system that you can download to help you ensure that your time is tracked appropriately. That way, at the end of every work day, I know how much I've made based on the number of hours that I've worked. So if the client says they're paying you $5 an hour, once you turn on your tracker and you work for 2 hours in that day, you're getting your $10. You're seeing the amount on your dashboard. Now that brings me to the next question. How do I get paid? We've seen some platforms where promises are made about payments and all that, and a lot of time maybe you see the money on your dashboard, but you can't lay hold of it. Upwork is not tricky. Upwork is express about the payment plan and the payment that it offers. How do you get paid? For instance, I am currently on a job where I'm supposed to work 30 hours a week and I'm paid a certain number of dollars per hour. So simply every day I log in, like yesterday I was able to do 5 hours. So 5 hours times the number of hours, times the number of the dollar. Let's assume an assumption. This is an assumption. Don't go calculating money that is not your own. Let's assume the client is paying me $5 an hour and I work for 5 hours yesterday. So that 5 times 5 is 25. So that means yesterday I made $25. Let's now assume I do the same 5 hours today. I do the same 5 hours for Monday through Friday. So at the end of the work week, Upwork work weeks ends on Sunday by 1 a.m. By Sunday by 1 a.m., everything I worked from Monday through Sunday will be calculated together. Move my screenshots, like I told you, for an hourly contract. This explanation is for hourly contracts. So the pictures that were taken in the course of my work will now be sent to the client for review. So the client now reviews the work just to ensure that I was not binging on Netflix when he told me to make a spreadsheet. That is all Upwork is doing, just to ensure that the work you said you were doing was what you were doing, because it takes a screenshot of what you're doing on your laptop screen and the website where you are at that point in time. It's just a measure to ensure that freelancers don't abuse the time and the resources of the client, which is a good thing. So by this time next week, the client is reviewing the work I have done. So after 2 weeks, that's on the third week, my money will be available for me to withdraw it. So in all these processes, I am seeing the whole process. I am seeing where my money is. I'm seeing at what point it is and when it withdraws. So after 2 weeks, the Wednesday of the third week, my money can be withdrawn. How do you withdraw? Next question. But before I talk about how you withdraw, if you're fortunate like me, like currently I have a contract that have lasted for a while, a couple of months, which is why it's also good to get long-term contracts. So that way, every week I am sure of a certain amount. Every week I'm sure of a certain amount. So that means I am getting available balance to withdraw every week, even though I know what I'm generating this week. Something entered my available balance today because I worked last week. So every week, if you have a long-term contract, every week you will have something to withdraw. Now, after your withdrawal is ready after your money, is available to be withdrawn, you can now move that money. This is specifically for those in Nigeria. Please bear with me if this doesn't apply to you. But if you have any confusions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. After the money drops on your Upwork account, all you need to do is to link a Payoneer account. Now, that Payoneer account should also be linked to a dollar account. So you have a dollar account linked to your Payoneer account, which you now link to Upwork. It sounds complicated, but it's not that complicated. So what you simply need to do is move the money from Upwork to your Payoneer account. Then from a Payoneer account, you can move it directly to your dollar account. A lot of mistake I've seen freelancers do is to earn in dollars and withdraw in naira from their banks. You are losing money. No, you don't do that. You earn the money in dollars, you cash it out in dollars. Let the dollar come to your hand. You touch it, you feel it and say, yes, dollar, this is you. And I. So yes, that way you can go to other change agents and get it at a much higher rate than the bank would give you. Currently, as of the recording of this video, dollar is 705. I don't know what your bank will give you, but this is the current rate as at the moment I'm recording this particular video. So that is how Upwork pays you. So someone asked me, have they paid me before? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, and of course they're not stopping yet. Upwork is my main source of income as at now, and that's why I'm bold to say, come, let me show you how I did it. Let me show you proven strategies to help you start earning on Upwork. So the last question that I'm going to answer is how do I start? How do I start? So you want to get started on Upwork, join the training platform. The link will be in the description box below and you'll get started. Now, some people are very smart and they want to figure things out themselves. Nobody's going to stop you. But sometimes in life, you just have to let people that have walked a certain path show you where to put your feet at what time. If you want to figure it out on your own, it is possible. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying that. Go ahead, figure it out on your own, but it will take you longer. It will take you longer. If you want to go far, if you want to go far, fast, stay on the shoulders of those that have gone ahead of you. That way, you will start earning in no time, provided you do your part diligently. Provided you do your part diligently. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to have you on my screen. I hope I answered all the questions that I got. I tried my best. But just in case I missed out on your question, please feel free to ask the question in the comment section below. I would definitely respond, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.